Good morning, sunshine. Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night. 3 times in a row. Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Hello Frenzy, my name is Kate Shark and welcome back to Kathy Rain. Now I just remembered I need to go back and get the last bit of this episode for my future editing self, so remember to do that, self. But from what I remember, because it's been a hot minute since I played last, we did a lot of stuff on the computer, and we're supposed to do something about the picture.
Alright, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Okay. So, yeah. I'm supposed to have a new... What's this? What's all this? Oh my goodness. Nature Reserve, Church, and Clinic. Okay. So, what's his face is at the clinic. There's something weird going on with the church, and we need to check out the Nature Reserve. So... I guess I could look at my notes. Well, there's that. Straight away.
Well, this is it.
No.
This is where the picture was taken. I'm
Although
not sure what I expected to find here.
The flower is like on the other side.
I need to clear my head.
I was gonna say she's gonna smoke. Smoke them if you got them. Should you be smoking at a nature reserve? Oh, I remember you.
What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
Nope, just no. I had to remember a creepy bald dude with makeup. I doubt it. You look like you just escaped from the circus. That's not really my kind of gig. I don't think so, Mr. Clean, unless seeing your face on a bottle of detergent counts. Ooh, I'm gonna say no.
Nope, just no.
Yeah.
I'd remember a creepy bald dude with makeup.
Memories can deceive, Kathy. Dig deeper.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You told me, remember?
I feel strange.
Don't turn your
Am I
back on
dreaming?
him.
It's the mending I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my bed right now.
Focus, Kathy. Listen to the drowned girl.
You mean Lily? What about her?
She's the anomaly, the missing refrain, the convergence point of things past and events yet to happen.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad, given how much trouble I went through to be here. You see, my name was taken from me.
Are you
So I claimed
Rumpelstiltskin?
a color in its stead. The next time we meet, you'll know the exact hue of red. You're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather, and everything will work out in the end.
Wait.
Wait, what? How did I get here? Am I going crazy? Am I turning into Mom?
Wait, okay. Let's see, buying book X.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Dope.
Eileen gave me this. Might contain useful information if I come across a specimen.
Well, I was there just a second ago, and then... whatever the fuck. Let's see, that's what I want. I want to... let's see here. Church of the Holy Trinity.
I'm sure the church is hiding something. I don't trust that priest. There's something real.
Okay, we know. There's something off about it. Padre there. Okay, well, let's see what Grandma's...
Oh, hello, dear. Glad to see you again so soon.
Grandma, have you
Hi,
even
Grandma.
moved in 3
I just
days?
thought I'd drop by.
Sure, hon. Stay as long as you'd like.
Oh, she's watching TV.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Ooh.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay, so...
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
well, let's see. Can we show her...
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Okay.
Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
That's funny. My grandma's kind of a amateur botanist, so any kind of questions my sister and I usually ask her questions when it comes to flowers, and she's pretty much the one who would know. Can I go back there, or is... oh, yeah.
Hello?
Crazy. Crazy.
Creepy bald guy. Guess no one's home.
Let's see.
What's this?
Red man. Like the tobacco?
Why did someone leave this at the nature reserve?
Wait, didn't...
Looks like a specimen of the red scythe.
Didn't, Lily's brother say something about the red man and the red man was
endangered.
nice?
I'm not gonna take it without a really good reason.
Okay, well then we won't touch it. Well, I don't know what to do other than that. So here. Wait, can I go? I don't think it would lead you anywhere else. Okay. Was it Nathan was his name, I think? Isn't that the guy from the prison? Or the jail? I think it is.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, well I didn't know what he was looking for. Bum!
It's that homeless guy who helped me distract Lenny. We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
I can assure you I'm not.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Okay.
I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, what What's your story, anyway?
My story?
Yeah.
Not if
don't
it's
all
long.
bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days,
Oh,
no
no.
appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Oh God.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez.
Consuelo.
Based on a
Wanna
true
be
story.
Consuela?
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
What?
During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly,
What?
before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Spoiler alert.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark
I
comedy.
was going to say, that's a comedy?
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Okay.
Never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway.
I mean, Father
Dad,
Isaac.
Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know.
How does
they
he have
were
a
like
dad?
cult or
Well,
something.
never mind.
Billy
How is his
praised
dad a
himself from the
priest?
top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
All right. I might do that.
Okay.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Do
Okay.
you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Okay.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother? Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, Teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. It's impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
I like me just
Now
fine.
that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She can sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Okay.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
Of course.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling
war
you,
in
those goddamn
81?
aliens took him, and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Man.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Just hung there. I
No
kept
thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. I can't read it from here. Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
crank up the volume.
Yeah?
Trying to distrain yourself.
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
Okay.
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging. I can't read it from here.
Okay. Might have to get old Goober here to help
Hey,
distract
doofus.
Goober.
Oh, hi.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best. The very best.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Ooh, definitely Jacob's
Definitely Jacob's
Bladder.
Bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Let's see what happens there.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've
No
been a
point.
great
I wouldn't even know what
audience.
room to go to.
Oh. Really?
That wasn't...
Okay, Well,
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
okay, let's see.
Hey.
Sure.
Natural bald killer.
Bald move.
Okay, let's try that one and see if that one works this time.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet. Such is the see. Okay, Doctor. I'm counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Seriously? Nothing? Why should be like the last one you pick, where she's just like, okay, fine.
Hey, Doofit.
Oh,
Let's see.
Hey,
sure.
how about...
Business.
Oh, because if he pretends to have a seizure, should have thought of that. Duh.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
You call that acting? Oh, well. Okay.
Hey, Doofit.
Oh,
Hey.
sure. Oh,
You'd think the seizure thing, he'd actually act out the seizure, but no.
I can swell. Oh, I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no. It can't be. Hold me.
Goober.
Thank
The
you.
friendly
thank
bum
you.
in denial.
You've been a great audience.
That's it? Are you kidding me? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's annoying. Wait, I could have gone down here? Why'd you not do anything? Oh, damn it all to hell. Fine. I guess we'll talk to the church then. Ooh. Hey, Padre.
Hello, Father.
Greetings,
Court in
my child.
heaven.
I'm glad you decided to come here.
Ugh.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Okay, let's see.
I could, but I think I have more. I'll keep it to myself for now.
Okay, well, let's see here.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one.
Who's
This
up?
church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture.
Oh, God.
The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started
Sounds a lot
declining
like
after the death of
Scientology.
Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
Is it Sunday? Yeah.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
I could, but I'll keep it.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion.
You're not
Every
really a
fiber of my being
priest. I
wanting
mean,
to
let's
distance
be real.
myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Okay.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right.
The teacher.
So, how did she seem
soldier.
toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot. And when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Yeah, it's called being a
Any idea
teenager.
what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Something bad
Do
happened.
you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Well, I didn't say he was near the end of the line. He just...
Do you know anything about Lily Myers' art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
Not necessarily. Okay, so,
I don't need to show him. I could, but I think
oh,
I'll
that's
keep it
right.
to...
I keep forgetting.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Okay.
Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Oh, you're no help at all.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
Quit calling me your child. Okay, I don't...
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Oh, man. Wait. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. I don't know what else to do. Let's go talk to Lenny. Maybe there's something there.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Cap.
Nah, I don't want.
Okay.
Nah. Nah.
Okay.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid. I remember being sick and delirious for days.
Oof.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
I know where it's at.
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right. I don't want to show.
Okay, fine.
Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Okay, you're not helpful. What
Hey,
are...
Lenny, do you recognize these men?
Not really. Sorry.
Well,
wonder.
gotta go.
See ya.
I wonder if maybe the sheriff knows any of them, although he's pretty adamant about not knowing anybody or anything.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I...
If you must.
I don't need to ask.
Okay.
I don't need to...
Okay, well, fine.
He's new in town.
Nothing helps.
I don't want... Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
Okay. Thanks for dismissing everything.
Do you recognize this flower?
Matter of fact, I do. It's a local endangered plant with mild narcotic properties.
Yeah? Have you come across any users in the area?
Sure, but it's a bit tricky to do anything about it. Using it as a substance is technically illegal.
Ah, so the illegal part is picking it in the first place.
Yes, knowingly picking the flower is a crime, according to the Endangered Species Act of 1973.
Gotcha, thanks.
Well, there's that, so you can't pick it.
I probably shouldn't.
Okay, so...
That's all for now.
Good.
Alrighty then.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
A jail cell. A jail cell.
Okay.
If I ever need to... Just a... What a tiny
Okay, well that's
No
nothing.
wanted. If I ever feel... Huh, very funny.
Okay, well we tried. So, let's see. Let's talk to Nathan. There's a seagull up there. What's up? It jumps.
Oh, it's you again. Come on in.
Cool, we got friends now. Wait. Oh, she just had to... Where's Nathan?
No Nathan today?
Nah, haven't seen Nate all day. Probably out in the woods.
Okay. Lily V. Look at that. Yep.
Looks like Nathan knows the strange red man. I need to talk to him about this.
Yep, had a feeling. The red man. Maybe she knows something about him.
I had a few more questions, Sue.
Shoot.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay.
Do you know who the red man is?
Oh, that's just Nate's imaginary friend. The red man has been around ever since my boy was little.
I see. So there's no actual person in town he could be referring to?
No way! According to Nathan, the red man hasn't changed in 30 years.
Sounds like he has quite an active imagination then.
Oh, you have no idea. He has unique names for each of the kitchen utensils. Nuff said.
Okay, well that did nothing. Okay,
I
so...
think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
That's just going to show me the same thing over and over again. Okay.
Yet another.
There's nothing else here, I don't think. So.
Goober. Hey, Doofus.
Oh, hi.
I had a few more questions.
Fire away.
Let's see if he says anything.
I don't need to ask.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
All right.
Okay, let's
Okay.
leave.
Bye.
So apparently, I was right about the seizure thing. I just missed a bit. Oh my god.
Hey, Doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
Okay, so we're supposed
Probably-
to... No, I didn't want that shit.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so we want...
Hey.
Sure.
What is it? The
How
usual
about this
surprises. Because we want the seizure. But we have to help him.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Nurse, he's seizing. Oh shit.
Wake up! Okay then.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Well, if he was a better actor, we wouldn't need that, would we now? So let's see, we need that. C. Mendez, Odergador. Okay. Okay, C. Oh. C. Mendez. Odergador. Ah, shit. Otor. O-T-O-R. The door. There we go. Okay. What is it? Wade? 8/14/24. Let's see. St. Francis Medical Center, Kansas City. Patient was under... There we go. Room 6B. Okay. Okay. So, I guess, do we go up and see him?
It's all right, Claude.
Understood, sir.
What's up, Claude?
So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm
What?
no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, you're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
Yeah,
I don't need to piggyback on favors. I make my own way.
A stance I can respect. Very well, you have piqued my curiosity. Who are you?
I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Oh,
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
were you?
I was.
You were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
Okay. What can't you help me with? Let's see.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran.
Ah.
He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Okay, so we got that. Jimmy Cochran. All right.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense, he's been held in a mental institution for years.
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Okay.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
That's where my mom is.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I've passed the building a few times in the city. So, do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Creepy. I wonder what set him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Okay, so let's see.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in 81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
She's just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust of the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become...
Stop it.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the healthcare, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So, when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
My parents?
Yeah.
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Yes, of course. You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Okay.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs. Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for.
Holy hell.
Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
Thank you.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Okay.
I don't need to...
I don't think so. Let's
Do you
see.
recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran. Taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Okay, let's see.
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
Yes, I am.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Do you know what this is?
A flower? Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this nonsense?
Okay. Just curious. I think that's everything.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tunes with him. I'd rather not.
Okay, so I guess we'll leave. And I'm probably gonna leave this one off here for now. I think I'll leave this one off here for now, and then we'll come back and finish out the day at a later time. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode. Be sure to chomp down on that like button if you did like it. Leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions or video ideas that you'd like to see from me. Share this channel with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all for the next one.